Now let's do this program where we are supposed to find the roots of a quadratic equation. The program is quite important and it is interesting also. Okay. Now before I start with the explanation of the program, I hope you know what is a quadratic equation. So a quadratic equation is an equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So something like this is a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation and this is also a quadratic equation. Now let's start with the program. Now this time what we'll do is we'll use the scanner class for data input. So tell me what will be the first statement. It will be import java.util.scanner, then the name of the class quadratic, then void main and so on. Then as soon as I start with the void main, I'll write scanner s equal to new scanner system.in. Okay. Now, do you know the formula for finding the roots of the quadratic equation? Mathematically, do you know the formula? So it is this one. Root is equal to minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So guys, why I have shown you this formula? Because you should understand one thing, that if you want the root of the quadratic equation, then you should have a, b, c. By the way, what is this a, b, c? So the a, b, c are the coefficients over here. For example, in this quadratic equation, what is a, b, c? So a is 3, b is 4 and c is 1. Okay. So accordingly, I'll declare variables a, b, c, and there are a few more variables. Their usage you will understand later on. Some of you must be wondering why this a, b, c are of data type double. So don't forget one thing, over here instead of 3 you can also have 3.5, 4.8, 1.7. That's why they are of data type double. By the way, this a, b, c are called coefficients of the quadratic equation. So now tell me, what will I ask the user? I'll ask the user to enter 3 coefficients. Okay. Now recollect what you have studied in the scanner class. If ABC are of data type double and if you want to read the values of ABC, what statement will you write? Come on, tell me. You will write A equal to, take a guess, S dot next double. This D should be capital, and that way B equal to C equal to. Alright. Okay. So you have the values of A, B, C with you. Now what we will do is we will find the value of the most important thing over here, and that is this b square minus 4ac. Whatever work will be done in our program, it will depend on this b square minus 4ac. So I calculate b square minus 4ac and I assign it to variable d. I think, I'm not sure about this, but I think this b square minus 4ac is called delta. Am I right? So if it is called delta, I have used a variable d over here which stands for delta. Okay. Now as I told you, the value of d is the most important thing over here, because whatever we do will depend on the value of d. Now this d could be equal to 0, it could be greater than 0, it could be lesser than 0, and accordingly we'll have 3 cases over here. So we'll do something if d is equal to 0. We'll do something if d is greater than 0, and we'll do something if d is lesser than 0. By the way, this structure which you see in front of you, look at the mouse pointer where it is moving. This structure which you see in front of you is called else if ladder, and currently it has 3 cases. If you want, you could have written over here else if d less than 0, but it is not required. If d equal to 0 is false, if d greater than 0 is false, then automatically d is lesser than 0. Okay. And after this, we'll close the program. This is the end of void main. This is the end of the class. Okay. Now things are going to be interesting over here. So what you do is, okay, take this quadratic equation x square plus 2x plus 1. Assume as if you are in a mathematics class and just find out the roots of this quadratic equation. Come on, pause the video and do that. So what root did you get? Is it minus 1? Right. Now tell me one thing, this minus 1, this number is real or imaginary? It is real. So I will write one SOP over here. Oh, just wait a minute. I just forgot something over here. Okay, so I assume that you will understand this on your own, but I should not. Okay. Now over here, see, take this equation once again and tell me what is the value of A over here. So A is 1. What is B? B is 2, C is 1. So over here, what will be the value of B square minus 4AC? So B square minus 4AC will be equal to 0 over here. In other words, here D will be equal to 0. So for this quadratic equation, this one, we will execute this case D equal to 0. And you have already found the root of this quadratic equation, which is minus 1. Okay. So first of all, I'll write one SOP which says that root is real. Now, if you really paused the video and found the root of this quadratic equation, tell me how did you find it? That means what formula did you use? Very simple. B square minus 4AC is 0. So over here root will be equal to minus B upon 2A. So over here B is 2. Okay. So this will become minus 2 upon 2 into 1, which gives you minus 1. So I'll write one more SOP where I'll display the root. See this, root is, it is in double quotes, and outside the double quotes I wrote minus B upon 2A. Okay, I hope this is clear. Alright, now tell me what is the value of D for this quadratic equation, second one. Come on, pause the video and do that. Okay, so for this quadratic equation, D is equal to 4. See, it will be B square, so this 4 square will be 16, minus 4 into A into C. So 4 into 3 into 1, that is 16 minus 12, which is equal to 4. So D is equal to 4 over here, which means this condition will be true or false? False. True or false? True. Okay. Now once again, pause the video and find out the roots over here. Come on, do that. Okay, did you actually find out what the roots are? So the roots are minus 0.33 and minus 1. So first of all, tell me, the roots are real or imaginary? Well, they are real. So I'll write roots are real. One more small simple thing. See, when D is equal to 0, you get a single root, a unique root. So you write root is real. Pay attention to the word is. But now there are two roots, so you write roots are real. Okay? Alright. Now, over here, how you must have found the root? So very simple. What you must have done is, first of all, you must have found the square root of B square minus 4AC. That means the square root of D. So let's do that. So R is equal to, I'll write math.sqrt of D. I hope you remember the sqrt function. So sqrt over here is a function, it is a method, and it belongs to class math. So when you write math.sqrt, it means sqrt of math. Okay. Alright. If D is equal to 4, tell me what is the value of R? So R is 2. So this entire thing now got replaced by variable R. So now tell me what will be the first root? Very simple. It will be minus B plus R upon 2A. Look at the mouse pointer. Minus B plus R upon 2A. So look, this is the first root. So obviously, which is the second root? It will be minus B minus R upon 2A. Alright. So over here B is equal to 4. So this will become minus 4 plus 2 upon 2 into 3. So that will give you minus 1 by 3, which is minus 0.33. This will become minus 4. Look at the mouse pointer. Always keep your eye on the mouse pointer. This will be minus 4 minus 2. So minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6 upon 6. So that will give you minus 1. Okay. And then I display R1 and R2. Okay. Alright. Now the last case over here is going to be the most interesting. Pay good attention over here. It is interesting. It is slightly tricky. Now again pause the video, find out the value of d over here and find out the roots of this quadratic equation. Come on, pause the video and do that. Okay, so what is the value of d over here? So d over here is minus 4. And what are the roots over here? So the roots are these two, minus 0.5 plus 0.5i, and the second one is this. Okay, so first of all, the two roots over here are real or imaginary? Imaginary. And moreover, d is less than 0. So now we'll execute this, else this one. So here I'll write SOP, roots are imaginary. Okay. Now pay good attention. Things are going to be interesting and slightly tricky. Listen. Now over here what happens is the value of d is equal to minus 4. And if d is equal to minus 4, what will happen if I write this statement? Tell me what will be the value of r? D is minus 4. What will be the value of r? Did you say r is equal to 2i? Well, you are mathematically correct, but syntactically you are wrong. See, what happens is the concept of I does not exist in Java. So if you give minus 4 to sqrt method, it is not going to give you 2i. No, that is not going to happen. Okay, because sqrt does not know how to find the root of a negative number. So if you write this statement in Java, it is going to report an error. Okay. But now the problem is, if the user is giving you this quadratic equation, you cannot tell the user that Java is not giving me square root of a negative number, so I am unable to find the root. Sorry, I cannot do anything. That is something which you cannot tell the user. If the user has given you this quadratic equation, you must give this as the answer. So how do you do that? So we use some trick over here. Pay attention to this. So now what I'll do, instead of writing this statement, I will write this statement. Okay. So what I will do is I'll find the square root of minus d. So tell me what will be the value of r now. Now r will be equal to 2. Okay. So this part, look, this part, mathematically it should be 2i. But as per Java, this part has become equal to 2. Okay. All right. But remember, mathematically it is 2i. Okay. Now see, you have two roots over here. In each of these two roots, what is the real part of the root? Well, the real part of the root is this part. See where I am encircling this part. All right. And it is minus 0.5. And what is the imaginary part of the root? The imaginary part is this part, 0.5. See where I am encircling. See. Okay. Now look at this formula, this one, and tell me, how do you find the real part of the two roots? Very simple. It will be minus b upon 2a. So see, I find the real part. Look. So it will be minus 2 upon 2 into 2. So this will give you minus 0.5. Okay. All right. Now tell me, how will you find the imaginary part, this part? Okay. Don't forget this is now variable r. This is variable r. So the imaginary part will be r upon 2a. Now the value of r is also 2 in our program. So this will become 2 upon 2 into 2. So again it will be 0.5. Okay. This is minus, this real part is minus 0.5. Imaginary part is 0.5. So now you got the real part separately. You got the coefficient of the real part separately. And you got the coefficient of the imaginary part separately. Now whatever trick we want to play, we will play that trick in the SOP statement. You want to display this, okay? So I'll write this SOP. Now what I want is that you pause the video, go through this SOP and see carefully what all things are there inside double quotes and outside double quotes. Do that. So if you really saw this, you will realize that only two things are outside double quotes, and that is real and imaginary. Rest everything is inside double quotes, and the most important thing over here is this I. So the output of this SOP will be this one. So see, we got what we wanted. Okay. Now tell me what will be the next SOP, what will be the only difference? instead of plus we'll write minus. Okay, so this plus will become minus. Okay, accordingly we get this. So we have successfully found the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, so now I suggest you copy the entire program, copy the earlier screen as well as this screen, and if you want to copy this formula you can do that also. Okay, come on, do that.